Tan, 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 tan. Yeah.
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás? How you doing, Isiam? How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
I'm
doing great.
See, I knew what you were gonna say.
How you doing, baby?
Okay, Isiam, we are not streaming.
We're not streaming on Instagram. Okay.
On Instagram, yes. So, do you wanna jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Do it. While we are waiting for everyone to join, we are gonna go live with our phone here.
Ahí voy. 1 second. There we go.
Okay, so we're just waiting. Isiam is connecting to Instagram, and then she's gonna send me the invite.
Let's go live.
Let's go live. Finally, Friday. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Okay, let's see. It's quite interesting. Nope.
You get it?
Nope. It doesn't show me that you're live.
Send me a request. Just go in and send me a request.
Okay.
I send you again the invitation.
1 second, guys. Let's see. I want to go live. Here.
No?
No, it's saying that they're having troubles.
A ver.
It's not allowing
Once again.
They're not live though.
Interesante.
Yeah, interesting. Quite interesting, right? It always seems that it is Instagram.
Okay, let's try again. Last time.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't show me that you're live though.
Let's try again. Okay.
Okay, now it shows me that you're live.
Okay.
Okay, go live with Isiam.
There we go.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
there we
I
go.
can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're live now in both places. We are live here on YouTube, Facebook, and here we have Instagram. So like I was saying to Siam before, we were having a bit of issues with Instagram. For some reason, it seems that sometimes happens always with Instagram. I don't know why. But we are just going with the flow, right, Isiam?
Exactly.
So how are you doing, Isiam? For those
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's weekend, almost weekend, so I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna put some music for the people that are on Facebook and so on, and let me know if you can. Well, I will be able to hear it. Let's see. Okay. So yes, today we have an amazing live for you guys. Okay, we're going to explore another of the fascinating universal laws of the Kybalion, which tells us that everything flows and reflows. Okay, everything advances and retreats. Everything moves like a pendulum. It's just the measure of its movement. It could be to the right, and it's the same as the left, right? Like the song, to the right, to the left now. Yeah, remember? Crisscross, and crisscross. I don't know if you guys remember that song.
So
Yes, like the law, right?
Rafa, the universe operates on the law of rhythm. Everything moves, nothing remains static. If you fall, you rise. If you rise, you fall. If you go too far to the right, momentum you will take you to the left. Life is a constant flow and flow.
Yes, that's correct, Isian. So the law of rhythm suggests that everything in the universe follows a critical movement in periods of advancement and retreat. Okay, so basically, if it goes, uh, uh, it's kind of like back and forward, let's say, right? So ascents and descents. So this can be observed in natural phenomena such as the seasons, okay, or the ocean tides, right? Like the tides are going, then they retreat, right? Or also could be the cycles of life.
The movement of rhythm is like a pendulum, where the pendulum swings back and forth in a constant pattern. Like the events in our life and in the universe, they tend to oscillate between opposite extremes.
Yeah, that's because the rhythm implies inherited compensation, meaning that opposite extremes tend to balance each other out over time. Okay, for example, after a period of growth and expansion, a period of contraction and retraction may follow to restore a balance. I hope
This
this
look
makes sense.
can, this law can apply in various areas of everyday life. For example, in our emotions, we may experience periods of happiness and joy, followed by periods of sadness or melancholy. So, recognizing that these cycles are natural can help us better understand and accept and navigate through all cycles.
Yeah, so that's why understanding the law of rhythm involves accepting changes as a natural part of life, right? It could be the ups and downs. And once again, the song up and down, up and down. I hope you remember that song. So the ups and downs are inevitable, right? But they are also temporary. By understanding that everything follows a rhythm and a cycle, we can learn to flow. And then what I was going to try to say is that we can learn how to flow with it, okay, instead of resisting those changes. So, as an example, a long time ago, I gave you the analogy of that if you have a volleyball and you're playing on the pool, and you're pushing that ball down, what's going to happen? You're resisting that ball, right? And what might happen later on is that the ball might bounce back and it might hurt. So then just go with the flow. Don't resist it.
Exactly. You know what? I have noticed how often people say, I am being tested, but who is really doing it? Most believe that there are an external force subjecting them to this test, but in reality, it's yourself in your higher version, the one who is testing. No one else is doing it, only yourself. Although perhaps we can remember it.
Yeah, that's fascinating, Lucia. So if we know that before coming to Earth, we decided which experience we want to have in life and see if we can learn from them, okay? And if we also take the analogy of that we are all one, right? I
Mhm.
believe that most of you have heard that. So if we take that analogy, there is no one outside of you who does that. Okay, so if we're all one, there's no one outside of you. It's at the same time like no one is gonna come and help you, or they're gonna come and save you. Okay, it is you that need to do the change before you can do or expect is things around you to be changed. Okay, so this part is it is some people will want to say it is yourself in your version of higher self that sometimes can be reflected in other people who are helping you, okay, so that in a way of see if you can learn that lesson that you chose, okay. So like I mentioned before, there's something or something that you're not that you don't like about someone else, it might be
Mhm.
because there is something that you still need to work on there. Okay, I hope you guys remember that.
Yeah, exactly. And during this crisis, you can simply sit and open your heart. Let the answers flow by connecting with your inner self that is connected to the higher self. And then you can flow easily. You flow between the two poles and you stay on the balance scale without disharmonizing this law of rhythm. So, by knowing this, that there will be always highs and lows, rights and left. So, when you are down in the hole, in the crisis, remember that soon the moment of elevation will come. You just need to trust.
Just trust. Elysium here, Roro Mirey is with us. Hello, Roro Mirey. I hope you guys are doing great, or not you guys, that you are doing great. Let's just say, okay. And going with what Elysium was saying, right? Trust, and that's one of the main keys here. The law of rhythm is an idea that is found in different fields, from music to economics and nature itself.
Mhm.
And we are going to give you a general explanation and how to understand it, okay? So this law, the law of freedom, which is the rhythm we're talking about, right? It's a principle that suggests that everything in the universe operates in regular cycles or rhythms, okay? So these cycles can be either short or long, but each one of them has its own duration and characteristics patterns, okay? So this law is observed in natural phenomena, like I was saying before, right? So it could be such as the cycles of the seasons, the growth of plants, the human heartbeat, and even in the economic movements.
So, to understand the law of rhythm, it is crucial to observe the patterns in different phenomena. For example, in economics, you can see the cycles of boom and bust. While in nature, you can observe the reproductive cycles of a species. So, by identifying the cycles, you can analyze the trends that follow. So, does the cycle tend towards the growth or decline? Are these cycles regular or even unexpected? So that's how you're going to recognize.
Yes, and here is Ali Gonzalez. Alison, hope you're doing great.
Alison, hi.
Besos, kisses to you. So yeah, understanding this rhythm allows you to better adapt to the changes, and in some cases, even anticipate them, almost like if you have a magic ball, right? For example, in finances, understanding the economic cycles can help you to make more informed financial decisions, which kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So you can apply this knowledge in different aspects of your life, from financial planning to time management. For example, if you know that you experience peaks of energy and lows through the day, well, then you can plan the most demanding activities during your moments that you have the highest energy, which it makes sense, but a lot of people don't do this, you see.
Exactly. So recognizing that everything follows a natural rhythm can foster a greater respect for the environmental and natural resources. So, for example, by understanding the growth cycles of the plants, we can cultivate them more sustainable. The law of freedom is a reminder that everything in life follows a cyclic pattern. By understanding and working with these rhythms, we can make a better decisions and a better adapt to our changing environment.
That's correct, Isia. So, in basics, respect your rhythm, okay? Do not resist that natural flow of life, but flow with it. Let's go with the flow, right?
Let's
So,
go with it.
let's go with accept change as part of the evolutionary process, and do not cling to anything or anyone live in the present moment and enjoy every moment of your life as if it was your last day. Because we don't know really if tomorrow we're going to be alive, right? And then you perhaps are going to be like regretting it.
Exactly. Follow your rhythm. Do not let yourself to be influenced by the rhythm of others, but find your own rhythm. Respect your body, your mind, and your spirit, and give them what they need at each moment. Listen to your intuition and follow your heart.
That's very important. Follow your heart and your intuition. Now, you can create your own rhythm. Do not settle for the rhythm of the imposed on you by society, as an example, right?
Mhm.
So create your own, okay? Define your priorities, your goals, and your dreams, and work for them with passion and perseverance. Set your own tempo and your own melody.
Now think about this. In my life, what tests have been repeated themselves? What problems arise over and over again and I don't solve? What crisis am I currently going through? Could be crisis of faith, of love, of tolerance, even crisis of self-love. Most of the time, people go through crises according to what they need to learn to overcome, and patterns are almost always repeated because our own personal law of rhythm lead us down to the same path until we learn to overcome it.
That's correct. So now it is also important here, Isian, to mention that there are times when we are repeating patterns that are not even ours. Okay, it could be
Yeah.
coming from your parents or ancestors, right? We mentioned it before, and the reason why this happens is because, in a way, they couldn't clear those patterns, and now it's showing up in your life. Uh, so you can clear them, so you can transmute them, right? So it will be up to you now if you pass the ball now to your kids, or if you decide and release them.
Exactly. It has to do also with our deepest internal and subconscious belief. And the only way that we can see that beliefs that we have inside is by looking to our environment, that everything that is outside, external, to our external life, we can see what happens in our interior. Remember that we talk about this in the law of correspondence. Everything that is outside is inside of you.
That's right. That's what we were saying, right? Or what I was saying. So if there's something you don't like about someone, perhaps you need to work on it. So
Exactly.
as an example, let's put an example here, Isian. So for those that are still not getting it, if I have money problems or crisis, I have a conflict beliefs related to deserving money and wealth. Okay. If I have a relationship problems or crisis, then I have a conflict beliefs related to deserving love. I hope you're getting it.
Mhm.
Or if I have a health crisis, I might have a conflict belief about or related to keeping my self love, right?
If a pattern repeats itself, it's because you have not yet learned the lessons. And you may say, but until when? Until you grow enough to neutralize it or change it completely, unconsciously. If you have the power to create what you see now, what you live now, you also have the power to create something completely different and perfect for your life.
That's awesome. So here are some questions that might help you guys. Okay, these are golden nuggets. So if you have where to write these questions, please do so. Otherwise, come back later on and rewatch this part so then you can benefit from this. Okay. So if you are repeating these patterns and so on, right? Then the first thing is just gonna be what patterns in my life am I repeating? And write it down. What patterns in my life am I repeating? Okay? And let yourself go. And then you are gonna consciously say, well, I'm repeating this pattern, right? Okay, perfect. Then ask, what haven't I learned about it? So what you haven't really learned from this pattern. Just whatever comes in your mind first, right? Don't analyze it too much. Then, what is the message going on here? What's the message that this is giving you? Do I have a belief about it? So, okay, as an example, if you are repeating a money pattern, it could be that if I have a lot of money, I won't be able to be close to God, right? Because perhaps you heard that from your parents, right? Or society or whoever. I hope that you guys can understand this part.
Yeah. So the law of freedom teaches that everything in the universe follows a cyclical movement, periods of advancement and retreat, ascendant and descendant. So this understanding can help us accept change as a natural part in our life and find that balance and harmony in our ups and downs.
Ooh, I remember that song. Up and down, up and down. Okay, that's fine. I hope you guys are having fun with us because not necessarily everything has to be serious, right? So the thing here is to like try to perceive everything at the same time to bring a little bit of laughter. So this principle goes hand in hand with the principle of polarity that we talked about last week, right? So we know that the principle of the polarity indicates that everything has a nature, but to different degrees. Okay, so the principle of polarity indicates that gradual extreme lead us to another in the pendular or pendulum form, right? Do you want to
It
elaborate a little
also
bit more about it, Tisha?
Yeah, it also indicates that no matter how bad your life is, it can get better. Everything flows and reflows. We cannot always lose or can always win. There must be a balance. It teaches that we should not believe that everything in nature should endure. For the contrary, everything changes, everything vibrates, everything flows and reflows. Everything is in constant transformation.
Very good, very
Right.
good. So this principle teaches us that whenever we lose or win, the important things is to play. So play the game, play this game, right? And it is to understand that whether things go wrong or well, we must enjoy the process. And you might be, well, how am I going to enjoy a process of pain, right? Well, you know, and the way it is like taking it as a game, right? Like imagine yourself in the game and just play with it, okay? And then see what that pain is there. What is trying to tell you? Because remember, we explained it before, right? Our body is like the dashboard of your vehicle. So then what might happen if you see the light blinking saying that you need gasoline or oil, and then you're like, I don't need it. And then you keep going, right? It's like the body has a pain and it's trying to say something. And if you ignore it, what's going to happen? Then that pain is going to become worse and worse. Your vehicle is going to stop or it's going to get affected, right? So basically, this is what we are trying to do. Okay? So see it as a game, enjoy the process, experience, and learn as much as possible from these experiences. And remember, if you decide to have this experience, you also can decide to change it. Mind blowing.
That's right. That's right, Rafa. We are the creators of our own reality.
And it's either you want to choose it or not, if you want to believe it or not. But if you're choosing, right, to have these experiences, is how our perception it is and what we are going to do about it. Okay? Do you want to play the game? That's the question. So thank you guys so much for being here with us. And let us know in the comments what you think about this. If you want to go in details, if there's something that you didn't understand. I know that it's a bit more kind of like, okay, do I really make my choice before I come to Earth? We had this discussion before. If you want to go back into our platforms, either YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, not necessarily is there, but then you can go back and revive those lives that we have where we explain all of this. But if you have any questions, if you don't want to go back and stuff, like please leave a comment and we'll be more than happy to share all of this with you.
Exactly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Thank you.
And all the platforms. That's right. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. It's Friday for most of you. Friday, chakaraka,
Up and down.
Up and down. That's right. Okay,
Have a
awesome.
wonderful
Thank you, Sam, for being here.
Bye.
Thank you, all of you for being here. Take care.
Thank you, bye.